Well, very good morning to you, Peter, and to the viewers at home. Unfortunately, the sound is very, very bad where we're at. But we actually are in the Airways Parkway. As you and the viewers can see behind me, some members of the SAA Cabin crew are actually staging a peaceful protest. But Peter, I'm not alone. I'm actually joined by the organizers of the march. He'll introduce themselves and actually take us through the program of today and some of their grievances, because at about 12 o'clock, that is when they'll actually hand over a memorandum to the SAA management. But I said thank you so much for joining us on ANN7. Just take us through the program of today, why you guys protesting, and take us through some of the issues that you guys actually have.
Thank you, Natasha. So today, SACA, which is the South African Airways Cabin Crew Association, has organized this march. Our members in particular, very disgruntled with the unfair treatment that they've received from management. On various occasions, we have expressed and tried to talk to management and the executive about our issues, and we're still not being heard, and hence the march has taken place today.
Can you just take us through some of the grievances in the memorandum?
All right. So some of the grievances that we would like management, the executive, as well as the Minister of Finance and our board as well to have a look at as follows. Equal benefits for all employees, for example, car allowance, cell phones and allowances. At the moment, when you have a look at the benefits parity, the cabin crew are really at the bottom of the barrel. Our benefits are measly. However, at the moment, they're under threat. Looks like management is wanting to squeeze them out of our hands. And these are some of the things that we would like them to talk to. Another issue is to answer as to who benefited from the Sao Paulo corruption findings. We would like to thank the board for taking the initiative to get that investigated. And immediately after that happened, about 100 million came through, and we'd like to know all along what was happening, because we weren't seeing those monies coming through to SAA. Why are people in top positions resigning at an alarming rate when investigation of corruption begin to take place? We would like answers for those. That SAA not be sold, whether in part or in full, unless it is sold to its employees. Medical aid for crew to be in line with other government entities. For the re-evaluation of cabin crew salaries to be market related. At the moment, our crew, they work very hard, however their salaries are really measly. The board to speed up the investigation as to what caused the losses at SAA. We don't believe that, we as SACA really don't believe that the airline is not viable. However, we believe that there's underlying corruption, and we would like for that to be investigated and to be dealt with once and for all, so that SAA can grow.
Let me just cut you short on that. You've mentioned quite a number of grievances that you guys have. In the eventuality that management does not take heed to your grievances or calls, I mean, what is going to happen?
We will go back to our members, discuss everything, and then from there decide what way forward is.
Let me just quickly bring Chris in. Chris, just take us through the program of today. From now, where are you guys going?
Basically today what we're going to be doing is, the essence of what we want to do basically is to deliver a memorandum. We're going to be marching around to the other gates and back to this main gate here. But the biggest issue here is a memorandum has to be delivered so that management understand. You asked a question as to what's going to happen, and she did give you an answer, but otherwise we're going to be taking a step further. We are avoiding a situation where we do take any drastic action. Rather, for now, even this, we are forced to be even doing a protest. We would have preferred to rather talk, and unfortunately, we've been denied that opportunity. So basically, that's it.
And take us through the numbers.
SACA, maybe I should actually also tell you, SACA is a union founded by the cabin crew, which represent about 1.3 cabin crew members, and out of 1,700, we are the majority in the bargaining forum of SAA. That's one of the reasons that we have a problem with regards to not being listened to. Otherwise, in the bargaining forum of SAA, we are the majority, and we are the only kind of a union in the country which organizes among crew only at the moment.
And Chris, I have to ask, forgive me for this, but the march also has nothing to do with Dudumiani, right?
The march has absolutely nothing to do with the chairman of SAA, but since you've asked, uh, we do not take sides. We do not believe a person that comes in here should be, I don't know, let me just put this in this way. Dudumien is a chairperson of SAA after a long string of other chairmen that have been here over years. She's the only chairperson that has an open door policy to labor, the only chairperson that has lifted a finger with regards to the corruption that's going on at SAA, hence the attacks that you've heard about and over the media. So what are we saying? We're saying that we will work, as SACA, we will work with Dudumien because she is taking an initiative to change the situation at SAA, corruption issues at SAA. It is under her leadership that the investigations into a lot of other things that she has alluded to earlier with regards to the 100 millions. It's not the only destination that we're losing money to. So we want to know as SACA, as what's happening, who's benefiting from these losses. Because those monies are the same monies that could be improving the lives of the people at SAA. So absolutely not, this much is not about her. We're happy that she's around.
Thank you so much for your time. Let me just not hold you guys to it, because I mean the marches have started embarking on the march. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Well, Peter and the viewers, you've heard it from both the organizers there. They're actually starting to march right now. They're just about to deliver a memorandum later on around 12 o'clock, and let's just leave it here. From me, I'll just cross back to you in studio.